Well, happy Monday and welcome to another live stream of the break room. So glad to have you here with me. So, if you wouldn't mind going ahead as you are logging in and tuning in, let me know where you are viewing from. And, go ahead and share this with others to invite them into the conversation with us as well. So, as you know, we are streaming live from my YouTube channel as well as my Facebook, both my personal and business. And so if you're on YouTube, thank you for tuning in and go ahead and subscribe. I invite you to subscribe to the channel and also like the video. Click on the notification bell so you're alerted when I go live or have any other videos that are posted. And again, share it with some others that you feel could benefit or could have value, receive the value that we talk about in the break room. And now over here to Facebook, do the same. Go ahead and like the video and share it out with others. And so, I'll do all of the housekeeping things as you share, and that gives your friends an opportunity to tune in and settle in as well. So the break room is our self-care safe space for nurses. It's our escape from the day-to-day so that we can set the tone for our day or even for our week. And I am Deetra Dennis. I am a registered nurse, and I am the self-care coach for nurses. And why am I the self-care coach for nurses? Is that I empower my fellow nursing sisters to prioritize the care of their most valuable patient, which is themselves, so that they can show up as the best version of themselves every day. And as a result of that, it impacts the lives of their family and their community. So again, welcome to you if this is your first time here with us, and welcome back to all of you that have been hanging out with us here for a while. I really appreciate you tuning in and viewing, and thank you as well those who are viewing the replay, and you're having comments. I am enjoying having dialogue with you and your comments and your aha moments as well. So today, the question is, are you using your skills? And as you know, in the nursing profession, it doesn't matter which role, be it at the bedside or any role that you occupy as a nurse, it requires a lot of physical, mental, and emotional stamina. And as a result of that, it's so important for us to use our skills, and we'll get into more details of what skills I'm talking about. But first, I want to share with you some statistics. I like to bring the numbers or the receipts, if you will, of what's going on so that we can identify. A part of the nursing process is assessing, gathering the data and analytics and all of those things in order to help bring a solution to the what is identified in the assessment. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. So when there was a study done by the American Nurses Association, and it was the health risk appraisal that was done, and 82% of the nurses that took that assessment reported a significant level of workplace stress, and it was identified as the top work environment health and safety risk. And further in that, these numbers, so listen. So it said 92% of the nurses reported moderate to very high levels of stress. And as you know, many times when we have high levels of stress, we respond in some kind of unhealthy choices. And so 78% said that they slept less than 8 hours per night. And then 69% did not exercise regularly, and 63% did not consume the recommended 5 daily servings of fruits and vegetables. And what also came along with that is that many of the nurses said they use food as a coping mechanism. And I don't know about you. I know for me, previously in a stressful time, potato chips was my go-to. What has been your go-to in a stressful situation? I would love to see it in the chat. And then the other thing was that 22% classified the unhealthy lifestyle choices as binge drinkers. And so, again, when it comes to dealing with the chronic stress, it is imperative for us to be aware of those unhealthy coping mechanisms, and it focus on, practicing self-care. And so when you think about self-care, to me, now that means more than a day at the spa. It's really using the good, healthy coping skills when you're in those stressful situations. So when you look at coping skills, this is what the definition is activities or behaviors we have learned or may do naturally that we utilize in moments to help manage stressful situations or overwhelming situations. And it's so important when we're in a state of calm that we develop or create or cultivate the coping skills, so that when we're in the stressful moments, we will have those coping skills that will be on automatic and not having the default of the things that we mentioned already before. So again, I would love to see in the chat and even if you're viewing this as a replay, what is your default when you're in a stressful situation? All right, so today what I want us to talk about 3 ways to utilize, 3 ways to use your coping skills as a self-care routine. So again, self-care is more than at the spa, a day at the spa, but it's truly these coping skills really help you in your self-care. So the first one that I want to talk about is relaxation techniques. And so that could mean deep breathing, yoga, meditation, or prayer. Anything that will help, calm you in that stressful situation. With the fight or flight, that is the stress hormone, the cortisol level rises and all of those things. But when you calm yourself, that brings on the relaxation hormones to help relax everything, as the words indicates, or for calm. And so one of the things I'll share with you, one day recently when I was at home visiting my mom, I came upon one of the things that I used to always have with me, and what I did when I worked clinically at the bedside and when I did home health. It was, I'm not sure if you're able to see this, it's called a nurse's prayer. And I would always start my day with this prayer. And so I'm going to read it to you. And it says, a nurse's prayer. And as I care for my patients today, be there with me, O Lord, I pray. Let me speak kind words that mean so much, and in my hands place your healing touch. Let your love shine through all that I do, so those in need may hear and feel you. And, I brought it back with me because I was like, well, Mama, you don't need it. I'm going to bring it on back with me. But even now today, being a nurse entrepreneur and being a coach, I don't use this prayer, but I do have one that's sitting here to the right of me on my desk that I use because, again, I know that nursing is a calling. And I am a vessel, and I, avail myself so that I could be used to support those who are assigned to my care. So again, going back to number 1, the 3 ways to use coping skills as a self-care routine is relaxation techniques. I would love to know in the comments, what are your relaxation techniques that you use? So number 2 is journaling or creative expression. So if any of you journal, I know for many, many years, I have been journaling. It's gratitude journals or dream journal. I have probably quite a few. I can't even tell you how many, so many journals that I have, but I use that, in the morning as gratitude, as well as before, going to bed. It's like my morning and evening routine to write in my journal. So I would love to hear, how do you use journaling? And if you do, what form of journaling do you use? And so journaling, again, is a great tool to process your feelings that may arise from, the encounters from the day, and at times offer a sense of relief and closure. Many times, you can have a really rough day, especially at the bedside, may have had some patients that, crashed or didn't do well. And, it really takes a toll on you emotionally. It's a great thing to be able to write those feelings, to release that in writing. There are other things. Many people love to doodle. Have you ever done that when you've been in a meeting and you just kind of drawing on the paper, nothing, spectacular, but you're just drawing? It's a way of escape. Another creative expression that I've seen around is called a nurse de-stress coloring book. So it's like an adult coloring book. It's a way to relieve stress. Creatively, if you're a person that likes to draw, it's not necessarily writing, but if you like to draw, or for me, I love to dance as well as a way for relieving stress. Turn on the music and just dance. I love line dancing. So those are some things for me, and just music in general really helps to calm me. So again, the second one is journaling or creative expression. Number 3 is to reach out for support. And it's so important to do that. And I'll tell you, one that is overlooked often is having time regularly, if I can get that out, schedule time with your friends. Having girls' day out or girls' day in, it is truly an overlooked form of therapy, because when you are with your girlfriends hanging out and, kikiing and things of that nature, it really causes an increase of release of the oxytocin, or your feel-good hormones. So I wonder for you, how often are you having girls' day in or girls' day out? How often are you doing that? Again, that is a way to a coping skill after you have left work, a way to decompress. Another one is, if you feel that that really isn't helping you, and you need further support, another level of support, definitely reach out for a behavioral health specialist or mental health specialist, or therapy. Another is coaching. And I am so excited. I am really working on the behind the scenes for a coaching program that's really going to support you. And I tell you, I have gotten excited about all of the things that's going to come to pass. So stay tuned. I will give more details, as we go on in the next few weeks of, what I am planning for you, because again, those numbers that we talked about earlier about the high levels of stress, and many times with that high level of stress, as we've talked about in several weeks here, about burnout because of the chronic stress. And then many people are leaving the profession, just a whole lot of other things that's going on as a result of the stress, and really not able to, I won't say not able to, but not tapping into those coping skills so that they can better respond instead of reacting to the stressful situations. So again, just as a recap, the 3 ways to use your coping skills as self-care, as a self-care routine. Number 1 is relaxation techniques. Number 2 was journaling or creative expression. And number 3 is reaching out for support. Now, I'd love to hear what has resonated with you during our time together today. I would love to see in the comment. Again, if you're watching this as a replay, I still would love to connect with you in the comment section, and we can have dialogue there as well. And I love to end with a quote, and this one isn't really a quote per se. It's just, I would say an enlightening, is that remembering that a diamond is just a piece of coal that handled stress incredibly well. I'm going to say that one again so that can sit with you. A diamond is just a piece of coal that handle stress incredibly well. So, what I leave with you is that, like Rihanna said in her song, shine bright like a diamond by using your healthy coping skills. And so now, next week is a holiday, so I won't be here live, but I'll definitely have a replay available for you if you want to tune in. To view the video that I will have up as a replay for you. But until then, I wish you all the best. And again, shine bright like a diamond by using those healthy coping skills. And I will see you the week after next. All right. Have a good one.